I wasn't supposed to be there that night. The rain was heavy. The door was slightly open. I heard laughter. My fiancé's laughter. And when I pushed the door open, my best friend was in his arms. That was the night I learned. Betrayal doesn't knock. It waits until you trust it.
Welcome to Dramatoon Stories, where secrets are revealed and every story has a shocking twist.
Amara and Chioma had been inseparable since secondary school. They were the kind of best friends people envied, finishing each other's sentences, sharing secrets under the mango tree behind Amara's mother's shop, promising that no man, no money, no situation would ever come between them. Even if we marry twins, we'll still live on the same street, Chioma used to laugh. Amara believed her. After university, life didn't go as planned. Jobs were scarce. Bills were real. But their friendship? Stronger than ever. When Amara finally got a good banking job in Lagos, she cried in Chioma's arms. "We made it," Chioma whispered. But deep inside, something shifted. Chioma was still struggling, small online businesses that never lasted, unpaid rent notices, constant embarrassment from her landlord. And slowly, jealousy began to grow. One evening, Amara rushed into Chioma's apartment, glowing. "I met someone," she said, breathless. His name was Tund. Calm. Responsible. Soft-spoken. An engineer. He didn't just love Amara, he respected her. Chioma smiled. But her eyes didn't. "Be careful," she said. "Men change." But when Tund started visiting, something felt strange. He was polite to Chioma. Too polite. He always greeted her warmly. Sometimes he even asked about her struggling business. Chioma began dressing differently when he came around. Shorter gowns. Softer voice. Amara didn't notice. Why would she? That was her best friend. 6 months later, Tund proposed. It was intimate. Just the three of them at first, until Tund surprised Amara with friends walking in. Chioma cried the loudest. She hugged Amara tightly. "So happy for you," she whispered. But that night, as Amara slept peacefully in her apartment, Chioma stared at her phone. A message blinked on her screen. "Tund, we need to talk." Her heart pounded. It started with advice. Tund began meeting Chioma privately, claiming he needed help planning surprises for Amara. At least, that's what he told Amara. At first, Chioma resisted. She felt guilty. But attention is a dangerous thing. He would say things like, "You understand me more than Amara does. She doesn't listen the way you do. You're different." And slowly, boundaries blurred. One night, after too much wine and too many confessions about feeling unappreciated, a mistake happened. A terrible mistake. And once a line is crossed, it can't be erased. It was raining heavily that evening. Thunder roared across Lagos. The streets were nearly empty. Amara had planned to surprise Chioma with wedding fabric samples. She wanted her best friend to choose the Aso-Ebi style. She didn't call. She just went. When she reached Chioma's apartment, the door wasn't fully closed. She heard laughter. A familiar laugh. Tund's laugh. Her heart skipped. "No, maybe I'm overthinking," she whispered to herself. She pushed the door open. And time stopped. There they were. Too close. Too intimate. Too guilty. Chioma's lipstick was smeared. Tund's shirt was half-buttoned. Silence swallowed the room. Amara didn't scream. She didn't cry. She just looked at them. First at Tund. Then at Chioma. Her best friend. The girl who held her hand when her father died. The girl who said, "Nothing will ever come between us." Chioma stood up immediately. "It's not what you think." But it was exactly what she thought. Tund tried to speak. It just happened. Amara finally found her voice. How long? Silence. How long? She repeated, louder this time. Chioma began to cry. 3 months. 3 months. 3 months of lies. 3 months of fake smiles. 3 months of helping her choose wedding dresses while sleeping with her fiancé. Amara felt something inside her shatter. Not just her heart. Her trust. Her memories. Her entire history. She turned to Chioma. You, she whispered. Out of all people, you? Chioma fell to her knees. I was jealous. I was tired of always being the struggling one. For once, someone chose me. Amara's tears finally fell. So you chose to destroy me? Tun tried to defend himself. It didn't mean anything. Amara looked at him with disgust. You don't matter, she said coldly. But she did. That was the difference. She expected betrayal from a man. But not from her sister. The wedding was cancelled. Invitations wasted. Families embarrassed. Rumors spread like wildfire. Some blamed Tund. Some blamed Chioma. But the pain? It belonged to Amara alone. For weeks, she couldn't sleep. Every memory replayed differently now. Every laugh felt fake. Every hug felt poisoned. She blocked them both. Moved apartments. Changed her number. And slowly, painfully, she began rebuilding. 1 year later, Amara sat in her new office. Promoted. Stronger. Colder. She no longer believed easily. She no longer trusted blindly. Her phone buzzed. Unknown number. She ignored it. Then a message came. I'm sorry. I lost everything too. Chioma. Amara stared at the message for a long time. Then she typed. Some losses are consequences. Goodbye. And she blocked the number. Not out of hatred, but out of healing. The lesson. Sometimes betrayal doesn't come from enemies. It comes from the person who knows your secrets. Who knows your weaknesses. Who knows exactly where to stab. Amara didn't lose everything that night. She lost a fake friend. She lost a dishonest man. But she found something more important. Herself. Because sometimes, the worst betrayal is actually the beginning of your freedom. And that night, she stopped crying over what she lost and started thanking God for what was removed. Subscribe to Dramatoon Stories for more shocking twists.